All right, my next guest, Ron Snofer, he's a property insurance expert, is going to deal with something I hear complained about from people like you all the time. Why has my home insurance premiums gone up so much? Well, it's gone up 21% in the last year. Ron, why?
Thanks for having me on. It's housing prices have gone up through the roof. You know, the cost of construction, cost of materials, cost of labor, inflation is killing us all around, and insurance is just a byproduct of that inflation.
Well, my wife has family in New Orleans. I hear something about some of my friends from Florida. They complain because natural disasters have caused theirs to go up by 100, sometimes 200%. So when I look at my Texas neighbors, y'all are grabbing about a 20% raise in your home insurance premiums. You should be counting your blessings because the rest of the country, a lot of them are doing worse.
Very true. The national average is only doubled from about $1,700 to just short of $4,000 for an annual insurance premiums right now, but that's still a lot in the last couple of years.
Look, 20% though seems to track with about how much my grocery bill has gone up and how much the cost of some of these other things. So is there really anything more than inflation at play here?
So in other areas like Florida, they've had a lot of disasters. They had Hurricane Ian, which wiped out a lot of Florida 2 years ago. And because of that, they're trying to rebuild. With rebuilding is supply and demand. They have more demand for wood, lumber, concrete, labor, so on and so forth. Everybody goes there, brings their materials, and pulls it from other markets. Well, now you have a shortage in other markets. Now it costs more money to build a house in Texas. Now it costs more money to build a house in other states because they're trying to rebuild Florida right now.
All right, Ron Snofer, the guy listening to us, isn't happy with his home insurance premiums going up 21%. What does he do?
You can look at options like shopping your rate, going to different carriers to find out who has the best premiums, who also has the best coverage, because it's not just a matter of finding out who has the best rates. They may be a reduction in what your actual insurance is. There could be exclusions. You could have a higher deductible, so on and so forth. You don't want to. You got to shop apples to apples, not apples to oranges.
Yeah, I remember when I bought my house, I had to answer some questions that made me think, like if your house doesn't have a home alarm, if you do get a home alarm, maybe you'll get a little bit of a break on your insurance or a couple other features. I just remember that being in the paperwork I filled out for the insurance. Is that worth pursuing?
Deadbolts, home security systems, removing the swing set or the trampoline in the backyard is also a discount. It's a liability to have those things in the backyard. And if your kids are grown and they're not using those things, get them out of the backyard.
That's solid advice. Ron Snofer, how can they find you outside of the James Show?
www.nationalclaimsnegotiators.com.
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate that. And if your home insurance premiums have gone up 21% in the last year, dude, we feel so sorry for you. We're all going through this. I'm getting kicked in the teeth, too. You're not alone.